Thank you very much, Anthony. We're really delighted to have you here this evening, Asghar, to come in special from Iran to the Society and share your experience in this incredible film. I'm sure many of you have seen, we have some members of the Academy here and many members of the Society. Characters in your movies, especially the past, are so rich, so deep. Do you think that jealousy and vengeance are intrinsic to love?
من فکر کنم این چیزی که باعث میشه که این شخصیت‌ها خیلی چند لایه باشن اینه که نگاه واقعی به این آدم‌ها میشه.
I believe what makes these characters multi-layered is that there is a realistic look upon them.
هر آدمی به نظرم همه این خصوصیات درش هست.
I believe all these characteristics are part of any human being.
بستگی داره که تو چه موقعیتی قرار بگیرن و نسبت به اون موقعیت چه واکنشی نشون میدن.
It depends on which situation they're placed in and how they react to that situation.
گاهی آدم‌ها وقتی عاشق‌ترن حسودترم هستن.
Sometimes when people are more in love, they're more jealous.
بعضی موقع وقتی خیلی یکی رو دوست دارن بیشتر میخوان که انتقام بگیرن.
Sometimes when they love someone very much, they become more vengeful.
مثل شخصیت ماری که به نظر من میاد که یه بخشی از کاری که داره میکنه انتقام از احمد.
Like the character of Marie, which appears to me that part of the things she does is to take back on Ahmad.
And what were the differences for you filming in Paris rather than Iran?
وقتی یه نفر یه عمری رو 40 سال رو یه مسیر ناهمواری رو راه رفته باشه شکل راه رفتنش همونجوری میمونه حتی اگر تو یه مسیر صاف هم دیگه بره باز مثل قبل راه میره.
When someone walks an uneven path for a while, let's say for 40 years, even if they're placed on an even path, the way that they used to walk is the same way. They keep the way of walking.
من به خاطر این وقتی که رفتم پاریس همونجوری کار کردم که توی ایران کار میکردم.
So when I went to Paris, I was working the same way as I was working in Iran.
چون نمیخواستم به خودم دروغ بگم حالا که توی فضای دیگه اومدم باید یه فیلمساز دیگه بشم.
Because I didn't want to lie to myself and pretend that now that I'm in a new environment, I have to become a new filmmaker.
مردم جای مختلف دنیا فیلم‌های من اون فیلم‌های قبل منو با فیلم‌هایی که توی ایران ساختم و اون نوع فیلم‌ها دوست دارن کارامو و دلم نمیخواست که اینو عوض کنم.
People around the world know me and like me with the way I've made movies so far, and I didn't want to change that style.
Brilliant. How difficult was for you to direct the film in French, which is not your language, but it was the cast and crew's language? It's really incredible.
همونجوری که گفتیم بزرگترین مشکل زبان بود.
As we said, the biggest obstacle was language.
به خاطر اینکه داستان بر اساس مشترکات بین فرهنگ‌های مختلف بود و این داستان برای هر جایی میتونست رخ بده من نگران اون بخش نبودم.
But because the story was based on the common points of cultures and people around the world, I wasn't really worried about that part.
ولی به خاطر زبان نگران بودم.
But I was worried about language.
2 سال من با خانواده‌ام رفتم پاریس زندگی کردم.
I lived with my family in Paris for 2 years.
و روزا چند ساعتی توی خیابون توی مترو راه میرفتم و حرف زدن فرانسوی رو گوش میکردم.
And every day I would roam around the city in the subways and I would try to listen to the way the French language was being spoken.
البته متاسفانه فرانسوی تو خیابون و اینا کمتر حرف میزنن همه سرشون پایینه و تو کار خودشونن.
Unfortunately, the French tend to not speak a lot in public spaces, and they're usually looking down in their stuff.
ولی بعد از اینکه کار رو شروع کردم به یه نکته رسیدم این که ما فقط از طریق زبان نیست که با هم دیگه ارتباط برقرار میکنیم.
But after I began work, I realized that it's not only through language that we communicate.
ما خیلی اختلاف زبان رو بزرگ کردیم و فکر کنیم که این مانع بزرگیه.
We have really overemphasized this differences of languages and we think that it's a big obstacle.
گاهی با چیزای دیگه میشه احساسات رو رد و بدل کرد.
Sometimes we can communicate emotions with other mediums.